you have to play against, Carl. Play against Carl. You play against Dakari. You play against Julius Randle. They're all three different bigs. So that helps you. Like, now I'm playing against three different styles of pro people. So, I mean, it helped me in not only a defensive way, but an offensive way. Like, I was still scoring on them. So, like, that, has to, like, get you in a mentally state, like, okay, so if I could score on them and I keep on working on that and, I'm stopping them from scoring, like, you're doing, you're on the right track to things.
When you knew that you could gain so much from playing against those guys in practice every single day, did it change your mindset going into practices? Like, I need to come out here as a game, give it everything?
Well, a lot of it is you're so competitive. Like, going there, like, at Kentucky, like, you have to be a competitor. Like, if you're not, you're going to look weak. You're going to look like you don't belong. So going in there, like, you have to go to practice like it's a game. You have to go to practice like, or you're going to look like a fool. And there's always NBA scouts in there. Like, you can't go in there, like, and not, compete. And you just look, you look lazy. You look like you're not interested in the game. You look at all the other things. So when you're in there, you're in there for a reason. You're in there to, compete and have fun and get better. And by you doing that everybody else's light switch comes on. Like, I'm not trying to get beat by him. So then everybody else is banging, like, and next thing you know, like, you got a whole team of doing that. And that's what made it so good. It wasn't that, that tough. I had a broken ankle. Like, I'm not about to go into the league with a broken ankle. Especially by coming back, I got to show more things that, I was capable of that I didn't show the year before. And I got to show that I grew up and fell into a leader role and was able to be counted on down in the stretch of the game and stuff like that. And that's big, like, to be able to show that and to show that you had a maturity level that I didn't have the last year if I was to enter the draft. Like, now I'm one of the older dudes in the draft, and I get it. Like, I understand everything. I understand the game. I understand the process. I understand, what it takes to be an elite player in the league. And, I didn't know that a year ago. And if I would have came into that and get thrown to the wolves, who knows what could happen.
You kind of become known as a thoughtful, critical thinker. Is that something that helps you in the interview process, do you think, when you're sitting down with these teams, someone that can be comfortable in that setting?
I mean, absolutely. I mean, they're asking you, different questions. They're trying to pick your brain, and I like thinking, and I like, being able to answer questions that maybe are tough to answer, and you got to try to figure out, how to get a good answer out of it to make you, look intelligent or make you, look a certain way, and that's intriguing to me. So.
You mentioned just during the interview process, you want to get across that you want to win. What else are you trying to prove to these coaches?
That I love the game. I mean, if I didn't love the game, I would not be sitting here today. Like, I wouldn't. Why would I go through all this if I didn't love the game? So, I can't express enough that, I had to sit out for a brief moment. I had to sit out for 21 weeks. Like, I got to feel like what it would be like if I didn't play. And I can't imagine not playing. Like, when they asked me in an interview, like, so what do you plan on doing? What would you do if you didn't hoop? I don't know. I don't never think about not hooping. Like, I'm always thinking about doing something with hoops, or what can I work on today that's going to make me better for tomorrow? And then that day, what did I do that can be better for the next day? And then it's just a pile up. And next thing you know, you're doing something great.
Given you're familiar, when you're playing on a team that has so many NBA players, there are benefits to that about learning how to accept the role and adapt your game to play with talented players?
Absolutely. And that's why, the program, Kentucky's program that's why you got so many Kentucky guys in the league, because they come in there and they already know everything. They already know, the roles that you have to adapt to when you get there. And they understand that, like, you're not going to be the guy of the team. Like, and that going into there. Like, a lot of guys go to a school where they can be the star. They can be, where I can shoot 20 times and score, 20, 25 points a night. When you go into, a program like Kentucky, and you're not the man of the team, but you're still doing those things, that makes you powerful. That makes the whole situation a different level. Like, you have to adapt to situations where, like, this guy next to me is just as good as me. Like, a lot of places, like, you go, like, the guy next to him or the guy under him is not as good as him. Like, so you don't have to go as hard. You get embarrassed if you don't go as hard at Kentucky.